So you've made your New Year's resolution or made a commitment any time of the year to eat healthier or lose weight or maintain your weight, but how do you stay motivated? In this video, I'm going to share with you some of my favorite ways to stay motivated when sticking to an eating plan. And if I talk about healthy weight in this video, I'm talking about that range of weight that is generally considered healthy for people. This is going to vary for everyone, but you can get a great ballpark by using online calculators or even ask your doctor what's right for you. If you've watched any of my other videos on weight management, you'll know that I'm not a doctor or a healthcare professional, but I am a middle-aged woman who has had to watch her weight since early childhood. I know how this feels both physically and emotionally, and I've learned a lot along the way. And it's really exciting for me to share some of what I've learned with you. I will share some food strategies, but also some mental strategies, because really that's where the true action happens. I'll start with the food just because I think that's what people will want to hear first, but this video is chaptered so you can skip around however you want, whatever's best for you. Eating protein with every meal, especially in the morning, was a game changer for me. This is going to help you be satisfied, stabilize your blood sugar all day long. Eat protein in the morning. And conversely, stay away from those simple carbohydrates and sugars. They're very common breakfast foods, at least here in the States. Things like muffins, croissants, donuts, waffles, even healthier things that seem healthier, like granola bars, breakfast bars. That stuff, it's mostly carbohydrates and sugar if you look at the labeling. Now, of course, there's some exceptions, but for the most part, those things are carbs, and you can incorporate them a little bit into your day, of course, and especially the first meal of the day, but don't make it the main part. Keep some high protein in there. It will help keep you satisfied. And even a little fat, yes, I said fat, but a little fat. Bear in mind, fat is very calorie dense. Like this is a walnut. That's about 100 calories of fat if this was fat. If this was butter or peanut butter or cheese and nuts, they have protein mixed in there too, which is great. But just bear in mind the portion size. Keep that fat down, but a little fat also helps keep you satiated and full, where a lot of those simple carbohydrates, they really don't. And, you want to set yourself up for success. This could look like maybe some eggs and vegetables. You do a scramble with those, and maybe you have one piece of toast with some jelly on it because you just want that little bit of sweet. Or maybe you're a vegetarian or you're trying to cut down on animal products. That's fine. You could have some beans and rice. There's also, there's a lot of processed foods out there on the market that are vegetarian and vegan or otherwise. And I am going to do a small rant right here. In the US, at least, there are so many processed foods that are just not good for your health. And all this marketing trying to get you to eat it. Just be aware of that. I might make another video on this. In fact, I will, because it's such a passion for me. But what I'm trying to say is, try to get those proteins in. Hopefully it's stuff that you've prepared yourself. There are processed foods out there that can help you do this if you're on a time crunch, which most of us are. Just be wary of the ingredients. Good rule of thumb, just quickly in this video. If you can't pronounce the ingredients or you have no idea what that is, maybe choose one where you can at least identify most of the ingredients in that choice. All right, back to this video. Get some good high quality protein. Vegetables, 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 especially the non-starchy kind. Get these in your diet any way you can. And by diet, I mean your everyday eating plan. They are good for you. They have lots of nutrition in them, and they also bulk up your meals and help you feel full. Whether you grow these organically in your own garden, or whether you're buying them frozen or canned, whatever works for you, just get those vegetables into your diet. It's going to help you feel full and make you feel satisfied. Get those healthy choices in your house. And if possible, get the less healthy choices out of the house. You want to make it easy on yourself to grab these healthy choices and eat those, and not grab the less healthy choices, which usually are very easy and sugary, and they're very tough to resist. So if possible, get them out of the house. If you have to have them in the house, maybe someone else in your family wants them, maybe put them in a separate cupboard where they can go get them, but you're not having to face them down every day. Drink lots of water and other healthy liquids, preferably. Again, there's lots of on the market out there, but stay hydrated. Staying hydrated has so many health benefits, and it helps you feel satisfied. So many times when we're hungry or we're searching around, it's because we're dehydrated. What we really want is liquid and water. And having enough water in your body helps your body not have to retain so much fluid, so you don't feel as bloated. One of my favorite things to drink is green tea with ginger and lemon, and I mean real green tea, and I slice up some ginger, put that in the cup too with the hot water, and squeeze in some lemon. And not only is this a great way to get some antioxidants and some other nutrients in your body, but it tends to shed the water off your body. At least it does mine. It's great. If I drink a couple cups of green tea with ginger and lemon, I do have to go to the bathroom a lot, but it pulls that bloat off of me, makes me feel a little lighter and a little thinner almost instantly, which is good for the mind too. It keeps you motivated. Next, I'm going to talk about ways to keep yourself in the mindset of this healthy eating plan. Really, this is where we all fail, right? We just kind of fall off for whatever reason. It's hard to stay motivated in the long run, but really for weight management, which is what I really like to talk about, because like I say, I've been doing this since I was a kid, and it's a long game, and it's so much of it is up here. You learn the healthy foods, but then you have to stay motivated. So hopefully these tips will help you. All right, so you're going to have to psych yourself up every day. You've got to psych yourself up. You're going to have to psych yourself up probably multiple times a day, especially if you're not used to dieting. So I actually hate that word dieting. If you're not used to sticking on a healthy eating plan. And the reason why I don't like the word dieting is because it implies a short term, and really weight management is not short term, it's lifestyle changes, but I don't want to geek out on that right now. Here are some of my favorite ways to stay motivated in the mind. First of all, a lot of weight issues come with self-esteem issues. If that's your issue, again, I'm not a counselor, so I don't want to dive deep into this, but I am confident in saying you're worth it. You're worth it. You have to be worth it, or else you wouldn't be here. Think of your ancestors. You could only have to go back like 2 generations, and it was tough to survive, but your ancestors did, and you're made of that stuff. You're strong, you're smart, and you've got the right stuff to do this. So just know that you're worthy. If you believe in God or a higher power, then you are inherently worthy because you're part of the creation. You may have to remind yourself every day that you're worthy. And when you're feeling in a slump, okay, fine, you're in a slump, but you've got to get right back out of that slump and remember, you're worthy. And realize it's going to take some change. Don't get hung up on that. Also, try to imagine yourself as that thinner person. Sometimes we lose some weight and then we get scared and we sabotage ourselves because it's like, this is different. I'm afraid. Try to quell that. Okay, you can do this, maybe seek some counseling, self-help books, maybe you try meditation, maybe some yoga, whatever it takes. Just try to quell that. Try to imagine yourself as that um, healthier, fitter person, and it's okay. You're still you. Your body is just a little different now, and your habits are just a little different now. Romanticizing your life. I've been hearing this lately on YouTube, and I love this idea. I've done this before, but I really didn't have a name for it. And it's kind of when you kind of imagine you're in a movie and you're the star. When you're going about your daily business, you're kind of romanticizing it. You're in the moment, you're enjoying it, you're imagining that you're the star of your own show. And this can be really inspiring and help kick you out of a rut. So when you're at the grocery store, picking out those vegetables and fruits, you are the heroine in your own movie. You've decided to make these lifestyle changes. You're choosing healthy things. You're noticing the beautiful colors of the rainbow that is in the produce section. You imagine yourself in a few months looking fabulous. You get the idea. You're romanticizing your life. You're taking enjoyment in it. You can use a future event. This really works well for me. And this is kind of like romanticizing. You're almost visualizing yourself in this new, or maybe it's not even new. It's still you, don't forget, but you're visualizing yourself in this healthier state, this more confident state. Maybe you have a wedding to go to, or maybe you have an upcoming trip coming up, or maybe you even plan a trip, or maybe you're going to have some grandchildren and you want to be healthy, you want to be able to run around and play with those grandchildren. So use that future event to motivate you today. Visualize it. Visualize yourself on that trip. Maybe I'm going to use a beach just because, it lends itself well to this video. You're on the beach. You have your bathing suit on. You have a beautiful flowy cover up on. Maybe it blows in the wind and it exposes your body a little bit, but you're feeling great. You're feeling confident in that moment. Think of that when you are tempted by something that you know you shouldn't eat. Or there you are with your grandkids. You're running with them, playing with them. You're having a great time with them. Family dinners, you're healthy, you're living a long time, and you're watching them grow up. Or maybe you kind of do some online shopping for a beautiful dress that you would love to wear. You don't have to buy it right now. You don't have to buy it at all, really. But you could plan to. Put it in your cart. Shop for that dress. Imagine yourself wearing it. Maybe it's at that future event. Maybe it's just out to dinner with your significant other. And you imagine them looking at you and thinking, dang, she's looking fabulous. Or maybe you don't have a significant other, but you catch a beautiful stranger looking at you from across the room. Use these visualizations. Imagine yourself in these situations. And especially if there's a future event, you can use it to motivate you today. Find some pleasing distractions. Now, this is going to look different for everybody. But when you find yourself kind of habitually eating, this is one of my problems, eating, you're not hungry, you're just eating for whatever reason. Find a way to distract yourself away from that bad habit. This could be all kinds of things. Looking at pictures, gardening, could be reading, could be going for a quick walk. There are lots of ways you can distract yourself. Find some of those distractions. And even if you can just put it off for a half an hour, often that's enough time to kind of kick you out of that habit rut. Personal care is a great way to do this. Personal care, be it your own body or your surroundings, is a great way to boost your self-esteem, increase your motivation, and sometimes you can use it to break you out of that habit eating rut. Maybe you take the time to style your hair in the morning and you put on some earrings. Maybe you clean your car. Maybe you rearrange the house a little bit. You kind of switch up some of your home accessories. Either you buy some new ones or you switch some around that you already own so that it feels fresh. This is also a great way to get some instant gratification while you're waiting for all those wonderful effects of your new healthy lifestyle. It can also help pick you up if you have a setback. Speaking of setbacks, they're going to happen. Weight management is a long game. If you have a setback, so what? Get up, dust yourself off, you're fine. Don't dwell on it. And don't use a setback as an excuse to just eat terribly for the rest of the day. I used to do that when I was younger. I would eat a piece of candy, I'd feel all bad about myself, and then I'd go eat, 7 cookies and a piece of cake. Don't do that. Better is better when it comes to weight management. That's a beautiful thing about it. If you have a setback, so what? It's okay. Just move forward from there. My last tip for this video is to do something that reminds yourself of your commitment to yourself. This could be wearing a piece of jewelry or even wearing a certain scent. Just find something that you can wear that you can see, or like I said, maybe it's a scent that you can smell to remind yourself of your commitment to yourself. For me, I have this little ring. It's got a little flower on it, which I identify with and I think is really cute. And I've used this for other things in my life too, not just weight management. I hope you find this video helpful. It would really mean a lot to me if I could help anyone with their struggles on this. Jump in the comment section if you have questions or comments. Maybe you have favorite ways that you stay on track with your health and wellness goals. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful day.